May 31, 1999. And failure to do so, the funds for the State Department could be withheld by Congress, 50% of it. So, but the president was given the power to waive, and Trump waived it in June 2017, but has refused to continue the waiver. So there are more than 36 waivers by Clinton, Bush, Obama, and Trump have done one waiver. What Trump has said, this waiver will not continue forever. And for the more than 36 times we have waived it, nothing has really changed. So let me take it the other way. That's what he has done.
Now, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said several countries are also considering moving their embassies to Jerusalem in the wake of U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to recognize the city as the capital of Israel. Do you think there's any truth to this? Could the U.S. decision to move its embassy to Jerusalem also open the way for others to follow?
It will, but it will take time, because you recall that it was a United Nations Security Council Resolution 478 that urged all states to move their capitals away from Jerusalem, and they complied. So between 1980, that's 20th August 1980, that was when the resolution was made, till 2017, you can see how many years it took for one bold country to change from that consensus. So it's not a day affair. What he has said, there is truth in it, but it will take a very long time to come. It may take 10 years, but certainly some countries will move over to Jerusalem.
So if you're saying some countries will move over to Jerusalem, are you saying that the vote at the UN General Assembly was just a hypocritical show?
It's not hypocritical, but you know, the UN General Assembly is not world legislature. They've made their point, but they cannot enforce it. The matter had, the resolution had earlier gone to the United Nations Security Council, and it was vetoed by the United States, knowing that it's one of the 5 countries that have veto power, one of the 5 permanent members of the UN that has veto power. So basically, with having been defeated in the United Nations Security Council, whatever you saw there was a restatement of international consensus. Oh, let it be clear to the whole world who is causing the trouble. I think it was a statement, international statement, trying to recall previous resolutions that have to do with the Jerusalem issue consensus.
Now, at the UN Assembly, 9 countries voted against the resolution. That is, 9 countries supported the United States. And 35 countries, including Canada, Uganda, Rwanda, and South Sudan, abstained from voting. Could this have been due to the threat from U.S. President to court funds?
Somehow, yes. But some of them spoke and said the way the resolution was drafted, they were not comfortable with the contents. So, you know, basically, by virtue of Article 2, Paragraph 7 of the United Nations Charter, we have what we call paem parem, non habet imperium. The states are sovereign, they are equal. So basically, I don't think one state should be afraid of the other. But if you have collected aid from US, and you know you won't even be able to pay, and you go and vote against them, knowing that they can recall the aid. I mean, so one cannot discountenance that threat. And you can see the other way around. Nikki Haley has sent out invitations to those that are aligned with them to come for celebration until January 2018. So basically, I think new alliances are being formed. And we continue to look ahead as to what this will portend as it relates to international law.
So what next for the Israel-Palestine peace talks, which the U.S. is mediating? You recall that the Palestinians have refused to meet with the U.S. Vice President Mike Pence after this row over Jerusalem started. So what next for the peace process?
They threatened not to meet with Mike Pence because Mike Pence has postponed the visit to February 2018. So he's no longer coming this time around. But basically, there is a divorce. Palestine has divorced the United States. So it is no longer, according to them, a credible peacemaker. So Abbas has visited Macron in France. I think he has proceeded to Saudi Arabia. So they are looking up to the European Union. I know the two big powers in the European Union are Germany and France. So once those two are convinced, then the European Union takes a definite position. As we speak, the European Union voted in favor of the resolution at the General Assembly, UN General Assembly. They voted in favor of that resolution. The Organization of Islamic Countries, headed by Turkey, voted in favor of the resolution. The Arab League, headed by Yemen, for that purpose, they voted in favor of the resolution. The non-aligned movement, represented by Venezuela, voted in favor of the resolution. With all this, once Europe has played along, definitely you know where it is going. I think that Europe will displace United States, but they have to play with caution because United States is a world power, and definitely if they align with Israel as they have done, the peace process will require serious talks. No longer the flippant boasting threat, and it has to be a much more serious thing. Now, the Oslo Peace Accord has been endangered. But basically, I think after all the hula baloo, the international community will come and diplomacy will still play its part at the end of the day.
Coming up in a moment, Ugandan Parliament gives President Yoweri Museveni the go-ahead to seek a sixth term in office.